Says it's starting. Well,
Yes, we are live once again with you, awesome people of the world. We are here once more presenting you live from Paying It Forward Mastermind series with myself, Andres, the awesome guy, the awesome mentor, our most talkable person in our group. Well, my almost because there's another one, but this guy is amazing. Jesus Chavez. Yes, and my other.
I think it froze.
Oh, my connection here is very good, and sometimes it just fails. But I'm back. I'm back here with you guys. Tonight, we wanted to talk about the human needs and how powerful they can be to influence ourselves, to motivate ourselves to thrive in this world. So we're gonna try to keep it as short as possible. We say this all the time, but bear with us today because we have a lot of work to do today. So, that being said, Jesus, I love you. All right, so I wanted to talk to you about growth because growth for me is a very important one in the nature that when you are growing yourself from the inside and from the outside, it makes you not just a better person, but it motivates you to keep going. It builds your happiness. It builds your fulfillment inside of you. And this makes you stronger, makes you faster, makes you want to continue to working with your goals and your life's ambitions. And the other one I want to talk to about is serving or caring for another human being. It's as fulfillment as growing yourself, because when you do something for somebody else, everything around you just feel magical. It's like, man, I got to help this person. I feel so good inside because I got to help somebody else. And this brings me very happy, very motivated. So that
Really?
way, yeah, man.
I gave you
really.
like the best introduction I have ever given you.
Come on.
All right, guys, I am back again. I was literally talking for like 3 minutes. And no, I'm not talking to the rep anymore.
All right. No,
Do we need to start this again?
no,
No,
we're
we are
allowed.
wrong, right? We're gonna start it again. We're not gonna start it. Okay, so guys, how I was saying,
Go ahead,
I'm
Jose.
gonna go ahead and today we're gonna talk about. Did you hear anything that I said? I was just talking.
I think we were both talking at the same time.
Huh?
I think we were both
Hello.
talking at the same time, brother. I was talking about growth.
What,
And
was I
talking
just
about
talking?
serving. Yes.
Or could you
you
hear me?
interrupted me. But go ahead, talk about
Jesus.
whatever you want to talk about.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
You can hear me now, but you didn't hear when I was rambling.
No, I saw you. Hey, can you see Andres?
He's just still frozen like this.
Oh.
But anyway,
Really?
all right, guys. So let me.
He's talking on my side.
Nice. Well, caring for your fellow
This
friend
is
is
the
very
funniest hangout we've ever had. No, man. Like I said, he's frozen on my end, and I just, I took it away from him, and I was just giving the introduction of what we're gonna talk about. I was introducing you, and then you send me that message, and then I see the little microphone thing it's on, and I'm like, whoops, I'm muted. So I was just talking for like 2 minutes.
And Andres
But,
was talking at the same time too.
So we were both going at it.
Yeah.
That's funny. So is Andres still talking?
No, not anymore.
And we're live. Anyways,
anyway. Anyway,
okay, there we go.
you know what? You guys can't do this. I'm gonna introduce
Yes, we
myself.
can. No, I got this. Go ahead and mute yourself, buddy. Mute it. Mute yourself. All right. So, guys, just pretend that none of that happened. We are starting from scratch. So, welcome to today's Hangout. Sorry, guys, we're having technical difficulties today. Internet problems, you know how technology is. But today, we're going to go ahead and we decided to talk about the two biggest needs in humanity. which are growing, growing yourself, growing as a person, and serving others. Okay, and we got this from a really, really famous mentor of ours, Tony Robbins. If you've ever studied him, he always talks about these two principles, right? And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and introduce to you guys, Jesus Chavez. This guy doesn't even need an introduction. He's famous for his passion, his love, his enthusiasm, him being raw. He likes to say it how it is, which is great. I think we need more of that. We need more people who are real, right? We don't need none of this babying people and sugarcoating everything. Let's just be real and have fun. But most importantly, let's make things happen. So, Jesus, if you could go ahead and share with us, what you have, your value, your perspective on these two needs, that'd be awesome. And go ahead and take it away, buddy.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hold on. Oh God.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Well, we're actually having fun here. You guys saw that we are having some technical difficulties. Jose's trying to fix this internet over there. But I just gotta say, I got the fastest internet of all.
Yes, he does. 450 megabytes or something. What are you doing, man? Are they running Comcast from your house?
Well, let me put it this way. I like having fun. And I actually think that one of the biggest things, like Jose was saying, we're going to talk about growth and pretty much serving others and helping others out. And my personal perspective is, I'll be truly honest to you guys. I didn't think about that at one point. I did know, like, for example, hey, I was in the law enforcement field myself, and there's academies you got to learn, you got to implement and do all this kind of stuff, which is cool. And you're learning and growing on the law enforcement field, okay? But I never really thought it that way. I was just like, this is something I need to learn and something I need to do for my own safety, for the safety of my fellow officers, for all this. It's my job duty, okay? And it was really important for me to know all this stuff and actually keep in mind all the stuff that I needed to read, all the stuff I needed to implement, and strategies and all this stuff, right? Just for like I said, my safety, the safety of my fellow officers, and the safety of my family. But now that I'm into this business, which is the work from home opportunities, the work from home niches, that's one of the things that we are implementing a lot, which is growing. If you're not growing, you're dying, okay? So one of the biggest things is growing. How do you grow? Reading. Okay, I have a bookshelf full of books that I read. Earlier today, I was reading this book. I love this book. I think this is the second time I read it, and the reason is I read it, and now it's just like I'm really reading it and understanding it. I skimmed through it, so to speak, the first time. It's just like to see what was going on, to see what the book was about. And now it's just like, you know what? Now it's in a different perspective. It's totally different to what I'm reading, and I really understand it, and it opens my eyes. Like yesterday, we were talking about, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that what happens is when you see a movie, you see something like, hey, there's a certain message, and you see it again, you find another message, okay? So the biggest thing is, when you're starting to read, you start opening your mind and you're growing, okay? And one of the biggest things that I learned, and I've heard from one of our mentors, is when you start learning certain things, when you start seeing the world in a different perspective, your mind will not go back to its original form. It starts expanding, and you start seeing all kinds of things in a different perspective, which is really good, okay? So, for example, me personally, saying, hey, you know what, I'm going to go back to work and retire from a job, I don't think I'll do that. I'll probably work. Why not? It's something that I can do on as a hobby, just for shits and giggles. Okay, like Jose was actually talking about earlier. It's like, you know what, he's gonna, by October, I believe, he's gonna try to be part-time in his law enforcement job. Okay, that's really good because that's something that he wants to do, and it's a passion of his. I'll do security once in a while with some friends, and I love that. You know why? Because it fires me up, and I know that I'm helping. And then the other thing is, I know I'm serving. You know, I'm serving the community. I'm actually helping somebody out. So that in itself, we're combining two things in one. Okay, we're learning, which is really good because we're seeing the world in a different perspective. You actually see the world as it, I can say as it is for me. Why? Because now I see like Tony Robbins. You know, he's a great mentor, somebody that you really should follow and learn from him a lot. Okay. Um, there's a lot of people that have done businesses with him, and they grow. One of the things that I love from this guy is, for example, he was talking when he was younger. He didn't have like pretty much food for his family, and one Thanksgiving somebody came up to his door and gave him food. Okay, so now what he does is he pays it forward. Okay, so now he started I believe he said at the age of 17 he started to feed one or two people, families, and then he kept on duplicating every year. And then after the third year, I think he was feeding 8 people, and he got some friends. You know, now he's one of the biggest. He built a big company where he feeds people, and I believe, to over 2 million people. Okay, in different countries, and that's how you're actually serving somebody and helping somebody out. Okay, I'm not saying you have to go do that. I mean, eventually that's something that we want to do, but because we know that we can make a change. You can serve somebody by simply, hey, you know what? You know there's an elder lady right next to your apartment, your house, or whatever. You can do some grocery shopping for her. You can run around for her, take her to the groceries or whatever. You're serving your community. Okay, those are some ideas. And no, you're not going to charge her. If she gives you, that's one of the biggest things. If she gives you money, okay, or he or somebody tries to give you money, $10, $5, $20, $100, accept it. Money is trying to come at you. You gotta accept it because as you're accepting, things start flowing. Okay, that's one of the biggest things that I want to give you guys. It might seem small, but like I've been saying, money doesn't talk, but it listens. Okay, so that being said, that's all I have for now. Grow yourself. Your personal growth is the biggest thing. Do some meditation. Try it out. Read some books. Listen to some positive audio. We have great audios. Once you join us on a Paying It Forward Mastermind, you're going to see we have about 2 years, 3 years of audios that you can listen to. It's great, you know. Why? Because you start seeing the world as how it is. And then, for example, there's people in those audios that have gone from nothing to making extraordinary amount of money in this business, okay? And they tell you what they did. They tell you where they come from, and you'll see that this is real, okay? This is real. We got the recordings there for you guys, you guys can listen to them, and there's more that's going to end up happening in this Paying It Forward Mastermind. And pay it forward, you know, give something to somebody without asking for anything in return. It'll make you feel good, okay? If it's a ride, if it's a bottle of water, you know, if you're walking down the street, driving down the street, and you have some water with you, give it to somebody. You know why? Because you don't know how long that person's been needing water. So that being said, that's all I have for now. Back to you, Jose. I know we want to keep it short, and I apologize for taking up some of your time.
Nah, brother. Thank you. You know, can you mute yourself, please?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right, man. No, man. Thank you for what you shared. You know, I really liked everything that you shared. It really, I agree with it. I agree with everything. You know, it's just the way you explained it. It's really good. It's simple and it's to the point. Right? I like how you gave that example of when we grow our mind, we can't go back. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's just a beautiful thing. It's, let's say you're blowing a balloon. You know, you have to blow it and blow it and blow it, and even when it comes back, it's still like wanting to grow. You know, it's not going to be exactly how it was when it started, and that's the beautiful thing about growing ourselves. It's like, I'm like Jesus. You know, now if somebody was to tell me, hey, you can't do this, I love it when people say that. I'm like, oh, I can't? Watch me, right? And then I do it. because your mind's already programmed that you can do whatever you want. You know, like Jesus said, the way we do it, the way you can do it, is through reading, right? Read books. You know, I think on every hangout we say this, guys. And until you start doing it, you're not gonna see the results until you actually do it and apply what you're learning, right? And I've said this many, many times. You know, don't just read to finish the book, right? I've been reading one book, you know, You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor, for I think almost a month and a half now. I've gone through it once. I'm like on chapter 3 or 4 right now, and I read one chapter 2 or 3 times. I listen to the audio over and over and over again, right? Why? Because I really want to grasp all that information, because I know that that information is going to help me grow as an individual, right? And then the next topic, you know, the next subject is being a servant. And, you know, like we gave you guys the example of the heart a few hangouts ago. We were talking about the heart, how in a way it's greedy because it doesn't, you know, it likes to keep the best things for itself. But why? The reason is because the heart has to be able to keep itself alive so it can keep the body alive, so it can keep pumping the rest of the blood to, you know, to the rest of the body. Okay? So I think that's the way we have to see things. And when we grow ourselves, it's only going to be beneficial to everybody else, because we're going to be able to transfer our belief to you. We're going to be able to transfer our belief to friends, to family members, to our team members, to people who want to work with us, right? Because we all started from the bottom, right? Jesus has always said that, you know, when he started, he was, you know, he owed, I don't know, over $100,000 and all this shenanigans. Same thing with me. I was over $25,000 in debt, coming right out of school, right out of, you know, graduating from a university, jobless. I didn't know what to do. But I started listening to my mentors. I started listening to the advice that they gave me, and that helped me grow as a person, right? And, you know, being a servant, that's the beautiful thing about growing as a person, that you're able to teach the information that you learn, right? We always talk about audios. We talk about the inner circle audios, and like Jesus was saying, all of those audios are just amazing, right? I'm getting in the habit of listening to 1 or 2 audios a day. Every day, at least for an hour. You know, some of them are like 30 minutes, some of them are like an hour and a half. It depends. Just for about an hour. And you're feeding your mind with all of this information of people who are where you want to be, who probably went through what you went through or what you're going through. And they tell you, they motivate you and encourage you on how to overcome those problems, right? So that's another beautiful thing about being a servant, right? And I just love our name. I love our team name, you know, Paying It Forward Mastermind, because that's what we're here for. And like Jesus said, we don't have to do what Tony Robbins is doing yet, okay? You just have to open a door for somebody. If somebody drops something, pick it up for them. You know, the littlest things make all the difference. If you do little things every day, you're going to start to see that your life is just, you're going to feel so good. You're like, yes, I was able to help. I was able to do something good for, for somebody else. All right, guys. So is Andres able to join us? He's still frozen on my end. Andres, are you there, buddy?
Man. I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear him just fine, Jose. I don't know if it's your end, but I can see him, and I can see him moving and actually hear him.
He's frozen on my end, and but anyways,
it's working.
Okay, I'll probably just log into the other computer and stuff. But okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce to you guys Andres. You know, I love this Mr. Captain Morgan guy. He's awesome. He's hilarious. You know, he always has that positive vibe, and his energy is just great. You know, so Mr. Andres, if you can go ahead and share with us what you have to share about the importance of growing yourself as an individual, you know, and being a servant, right? The 2 greatest needs for human society and stuff. All right, Andres, so go ahead and take it away. And Jesus, if you could go ahead and let me know when he's done, or if you could just finish it off, we'll be good to go.
All right, he's about to start, so go ahead and take it away, brother.
All right, thank you, Jose. This has been a crazy hangout, but a fun one indeed. I wanted to add a little else extra before all the craziness just started to happen. Before that, I want to appreciate that what Jose was saying, that it's just the little things, that you don't have to serve in a big way. Well, that it helps. It's better to do that, but not necessarily. You can do little things, and they will fill you up inside. It will make you more happy, and will help more people. Like, for example, I had the opportunity today, this morning, to go into a neighbor's house that has an avocado tree, a big avocado tree. I love avocados, man. As you know, I'm a vegan. Or if you didn't know it, now you know. And I got to go into that tree and just pick a whole bunch of avocados. So I ended up like with 14 to 15 avocados. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do with all these sweet, awesome avocados? So I just started sharing with them, with my community, with my neighbors. Like, once I see somebody walking by and say, hey, you want avocado? I say, sure. And just seeing the face of them just like lighting up, the smile. It's like, wow, you're giving me something, and you're giving me this small avocado, but it's free, and it's just so tasty. I know it's not ready yet, but it will be. And thank you very much. And that really filled me up inside. Like, for me, this morning was really special because I got to eat a whole bunch of avocados this morning, and I got to share them with my community. So that both made me really happy. And that's what we're saying. Like, it doesn't have to be all technical, all big, and all very focused, and read the books. And it can be really small things that just fill you up and fill everybody up around you, around your community, or just people you're walking by, or people you come meet and you start connecting with. So that's what I wanted to say, because I really want to keep it really short today. And I really love you guys. So connect with us in our blog or in Facebook. I know my Facebook is Andres Higuera, or my blog ayudandoteaserlibre.com. It's right there, so you can see it. There we go. Boop. So thank you, brothers. I love you guys. Let's keep it short. Passing to you, Jesus.
Yeah. And I appreciate it. I mean, one of the things is like the smallest thing of giving to your community is the biggest thing. So whatever you do it from the heart, okay? And it'll be the biggest gratification that you'll ever receive. Sometimes, I mean, I drive. I mean, I drive down the road, and I give like $1, $2, whatever I have in my pocket. Sometimes, okay. And I don't say this to brag. I mean, $1, $5, $10, $15, whatever I have. Sometimes depends. I would just give it out to the people that are on the stoplights. They're either asking for some money or asking for some food or selling the newspaper. I'm like, no, you're good, dude. I don't need the newspaper. I don't read the newspaper. Like I said, I read books and I listen to audios. That's the biggest thing. So that when you're detaching yourself from money, money comes. It's funny. I'll tell you that from the bottom of my heart. Okay. Detach from money, and money will start coming by itself. So that's all I have. Serve your community, serve yourself, serve your family. Give, and you'll receive. That's the biggest thing. If you want something in your life, give and serve others, and you'll have whatever you want. Help others achieve what they want, and you will achieve what you want. So that being said, that's all I have. Jose, do you have anything else, brother?
Yeah, I was able to listen to what Andres said, man, and I want some avocados. Can you UPS them to me, please? I'll give you my address later. I love avocado.
We heard your address like 4 times already, bro.
Yeah, but Comcast people are like, hey, what's your address? I'm in Fresno, guys. But I can't give you my address because then I'm going to be getting a lot of gifts. Right? Anyways, guys, yeah, we tell you all the little things that we do, guys, and like Jesus said, and you guys know us by now, we're not here to, try to look good, right? We're people who loves to stay humble. We're just super honored that you're here, and we're not here. We don't tell you what we do just because we want to look good. We want to tell you because what it makes us feel, right? If we do it from the bottom of our heart, you just feel super good, and if you try it, you're gonna be like, you know what? These paying it forward to mastermind guys, they're right. You feel good about when you do something good for somebody else, guys. So that's all we have. I like that topic about detaching from money. Maybe tomorrow we can talk about that, and the importance of it, because if we're chasing money, if we're attached to it, it's not gonna come. Doesn't matter how much you want it to come, it will stay away from you. because of your vibe, the energy that you're giving it. Right, guys? So
Hey,
that's all I have, guys. I
really,
think
really,
Mr.
really
has
quick.
something for us.
Have you guys ever tried to chase down a Chihuahua? Think about it like that. Have you guys tried to chase down a Chihuahua or a dog?
Or a
It's
chicken.
gonna run away from you. But what happens when you turn around and you start walking home? He chases you. So think about it.
That's a great analogy. Yeah, man. I think tomorrow that'd be a great topic, and we can share our stories, right? I have stories about that for days until I was able to, detach from money and focus on serving and focus on giving when things really, really started to take off, guys. But yeah, that's what we have for you guys today. Thank you guys, and sorry for the minor technical difficulties that we had earlier. But we're here, right? We're here, and we're here. We'll be here for a long time doing Hangouts every day, which are awesome. All right, guys. So thank you and have a good night. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And we'll see you on tomorrow's Hangout. Have a good night.
For my blog, ayudándote.
All right. Da, 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 da. Are we still live? Yeah, we're still live.
Hey.